All right, everybody, deep breath. Let's tap into the collective, the Twin Flame Collective. Let's see where we go. Welcome to you guys. If you're looking for your individual zodiac readings, I have posted a link here. I did them for May. All the zodiac signs are right there in that one video. So you can check that out. This is a reading for Twin Flames. We're going to talk about what's blocking. Okay, so that's just coming through. What needs to be talked about is what's blocking today. So let's do it. I'm going to use this Hidden Truth Oracle in the extended. I'm also going to dive into any zodiac signs that do show up in this reading in the extended. Okay, next week I'm going to be doing a moon class, all things moon, moon rituals, full moons, new moons, the nodes of the moon. I have made some videos about the nodes of the moon. I'll also put some cards here about that series I did. I have done readings for nodes of the moon, but this is really about understanding what they are. Karmic pathway, node of the moon. So we're going to talk about that in the moon class. If you want to jump on, there's a link below. So let's see what's going on for Twin Flame, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, what's going on, and then we'll talk about blocks, okay? All right, Solitude. Answering the call, the time is now. Oh, very interesting. Cleansing water, purification activates a vibrant life force. So, full disclosure, I had a little tech glitch here and the video didn't record. I mean, I was only like 2 minutes into it, so totally fine. But what came through in that, it's probably that was all that was needed, okay, was that the twins that I'm talking to today are being asked to trust more. Okay, you're being asked to trust more. Even if you're in separation, even if you don't know what's going on, there is something that's going to be coming through here to give you some clarity, all right, about the connection. And I'm getting this sense of like, let's look into what's blocking, okay? And then in the extended, I will talk more about that hidden truth there. So let's look at the Divine Feminine here first. We'll see how the Divine Feminine is showing up, the Divine Masculine, and then the connection itself. All right, so keep going, Mary Jo. Okay. All right. Deep breath, everybody. Divine Feminine here. 2 of Wands underneath. It's your choice. Look at you, showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. I love that card for Divine Feminine. 8 of Wands. This is the situation. I'll talk you through this in a second. Wow. So there's some fast-moving energy coming in for Divine Feminine. Judgment, Emperor. Wow. Knight of Swords and the 8 of Cups. So right away, some of you take my tarot class. One of the things I say to you is, what's the energy? Meaning, is this fast? Is this stuck? Is this slow moving? Is there no movement? Is it... Just by looking at this, I see the fastest cards in the deck. 8 of Wands, Chariot, and the Knight of Swords. I feel like over the next 2 weeks, there's going to be a call to action here for Divine Feminines, especially. And it doesn't have to do with gender, right? You know that. So what's going to be coming through is this call. And it can be about integrating your masculine, because I do have the Emperor here. It can be about, communication or things moving fast. This could be about actual travel. If you're traveling somewhere in May, this can be like a big shift in your life. I feel like you might be coming across a life partner here, not necessarily the twin, but definitely a life partner that is going to shift the path for you. Okay, Divine Feminine, it's going to be shifting the path for you, which is really interesting. Wherever you are on the path, like it's not showing me where you're on the path, but through some self-care, through some good work that you're doing, I feel like this is a reading for those of you who are really doing some good work for yourself, either on your Chiron, your wounded healer, your North Node, a lot of the things we talk about on this channel as karmic pathways. How do we find our way? How do we get clarity? How do we know what we're here to do? How do we remember ourselves? All of these things. If you're doing that work, a lot of you do it with me on this channel. If you're doing that work, I feel like what's coming in fast is a life partner. Now, we've talked about May. I did a video, I'm going to put another card here. I did a video about 3 things to watch out for in May. And one of those 3 things, I talked about eclipses, and that's activation energy and everything. But one of those 3 things was all of the movement into Aries. Right now, all the planets are like in 12th house and 1st house, right? They're like in this Pisces, and that may not be how it sits in your chart, but in our collective chart, it's sitting in the 11th, 12th, 1st house, 2nd house. It's sitting all on that side of the chart. And what that says to me is we're coming to a close in a cycle, and we're opening up to a new cycle. And in May, we have Venus and Jupiter and Mars. Mars is here. Venus, Jupiter, and Mars all going into Aries, and that's also the Emperor here. It is the natural ruler of Aries, Mars. Okay, Mars is about action. It is about fast movement. It is about taking charge, taking control of things. And I feel like what's being said to you, whatever's coming through here, is really pushing you down a new path, Divine Feminine. Okay, so something is coming in over the next 2 weeks for this collective Divine Feminine that is going to quickly pivot. Pivot. Okay. I know. Channeling Ross Geller. All right. It's going to pivot you in a direction that is more spiritual. It's going to definitely put you back on the path. If you feel like you've gotten off the path, if you feel like you've gotten kind of stuck in maybe your 3D consciousness, or you're kind of feeling like nothing's moving. In April, I was definitely feeling this energy of movement. Now, don't you know that May 10th, we are going to have a retrograde. And that lasts for 3 weeks, right? Mercury retrogrades last for 3 weeks. It happens 3 times a year. It's not that big a deal. Just flow with the energy. Just be careful about your communication. 8 of Wands is communication. And I feel, and also Judgment is communication from your guides. And you're going to make some fast decisions. So do so through the energy of that Queen of Pentacles. Ground yourself before you, hit that button, whatever that button is. Before you do that, before you push the button. I don't know why I'm getting that imagery, but just realize that Aries energy is very loud, and it's pushing you to take some action. All right, so let's look at the Divine Masculine. All right, what's going on for the Divine Masculine? Some of you could be traveling here. The Divine Feminine, looks like to me. Underneath is... All right, Charlie's nutty. Okay, so on the bottom, Page of Swords for the Divine Masculine. Let's see how you're showing up. 6 of Cups. That's very nostalgic kind of energy there. Hermit. Interesting. Okay, Opportunity is the Lover's card here. So far I'm seeing Aries, like I said, Aries, Virgo, and Gemini. Let's see where we go. Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and then the outcome is the 9 of Pentacles. All right, I really like this. So this does, right away, I'm getting the sense that the Divine Masculine is really learning. Okay, so if you have been feeling like the Divine Masculine is just going through cycles and cycles and cycles and not really learning anything, they are choosing to learn something now. I feel like they might have gone through something rough, but I don't see it like it's past. Okay, it's past. They're coming out the other side of this very self-confident. This is a really nice thing, because I do feel like the Divine Masculine has had to, start from square one in many ways. They're seeing that their behavior or what had happened in the past has left them alone, emotionally and spiritually, has really left them alone. So they could be seeking out a guide or a guru or something like that. They could be learning to meditate. Whatever it is, it's in the service of love. Okay, so they're getting this Lover's card as an opportunity to make some decisions here. And I see that the feminine is moving forward on her path very quickly. The masculine is much more in their learning phase. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. These are the two slowest knights. Okay, and the Page of Pentacles is also a slow moving energy, Nine of Pentacles. But it's because there's learning that's needed, okay, from the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine is righting the ship in terms of their heart, what they want. They're knowing what, they're starting to understand what the spiritual path is. They're starting to know about it and care about it. They're starting to read or, do something where they're learning. I feel like the feminine has come to a place where it's not about what's outside of them, it's about what's coming through. So the feminine is really doing a lot of great work on their intuition. This is definitely meditation, definitely spiritual practices, and anchoring themselves, their everyday life, their 3D life, in this kind of pursuit. So the masculine is just starting to learn what's going on with spirituality. They're really see this deck and this deck, this deck. They're really just starting. It looks to me like this group of masculines is really just starting, but they're in this beautiful energy of the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. There's just this loving nature to it. So like, I want to have this person in my life. I'm going to do the work required. The feminine is doing the work in a different way. The feminine is opening up to the next level of consciousness, opening up to their higher self. What's going on for the connection here? What's going on for the connection? Nine of Pentacles. I like that. Ooh, Empress. Beautiful. Look at that. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. What's underneath is the Seven of Swords. All right, I'm just going to take a couple of these. Seven of Swords, the World, and the Six of Wands. So this is like a triumph over a previous cycle. If any of you have dealt with any kind of third-party situations, that's really over, okay? That's really over. I feel like the both Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine are integrating. It's interesting, the Emperor showing up here, the Empress showing up here. It's like we're really getting integrated. And the two nines here, Nine of Pentacles, the two best nines, in my opinion, to get are the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. This really shows me that there is a concerted effort to integrate, to pull together how I'm living, in my spiritual practices with what I'm doing in the world. I feel like the feminine is likely moving in a direction of work that's going to support that mission. If you have any kind of career path that you feel is really toxic or that isn't supportive of where you're going, that could likely go away. Some of you Divine Feminines may end up moving, okay? And it could happen rather quickly. Some of you could be traveling a lot. Some of you could be, picking up where we left off before we had the last 2 years of, lockdowns and all kinds of stuff going on. This is now you're like picking up your life again in a way that is very worldly. All right, the World card showing up here. It's like being in the world. The masculine now feels to me like they're going into like a guru space, and they are finally getting the message about what is this connection about. They're finally figuring it out. This is exactly what you have been asking for, the Nine of Cups here. To have self-confidence around this connection, to have integration, masculine and feminine, Emperor and Empress here. And this is the wish granted card, Nine of Cups here. The wish granted card. Any kind of third party for this twin flame connection is gone. All right, now there is opportunity. And mostly there's opportunity because the feminine is integrating masculine and feminine, working on that piece of it, working on their path. They're open to conversation, right? Eight of Wands, they're open to this. They're moving forward. They're doing what they need to do. They've kind of released any attachment to what is the masculine do? What is their masculine doing? They're sort of just like, okay, I'm going to take some masculine action myself. This is an integrated divine feminine. This masculine is really interested in what the path is all about. They're getting more self-confident. They're learning things. They're getting messages. This is really nice. It's possible the divine masculine is finding a teacher, or it can be, right? It can be like this teacher guru energy. It can be them becoming a teacher guru, or going to one, or seeing the feminine as one. So this does feel to me like there's a union is kind of imminent here, because they're both doing the work internally and externally to create union. Okay, and that's really what this is about at long last. So what is what if anything is blocking? Let's see what we get for blocking energy. Woo! Okay. That's not it. All right, temperance. The whole deck is not blocking. Okay, judgment. And what's under here is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Sometimes that happens. If you are learning tarot from me, and that happens, they didn't dump out all right side up. That would kind of make me feel like they belonged in the reading. They didn't dump out that way. So no big deal. No harm, no foul. This energy is what is blocking. And that seems to me like the masculine is offering this pentacle now toward the feminine. I don't think there's much blocking. I think it really is coming through in a spiritual way. We've got the Judgment card here, and we've got the Temperance card, that the universe is trying to bring the two together for a temporal kind of connection, a 3D kind of connection. Knight of Pentacles is right here too, willing to, plant the seeds, willing to go slow, willing to do the work. This is fast energy from the feminine. So it's almost like the masculine is trying to catch up to the feminine, or trying to actually slow down the feminine, right? If this is the masculine making an offer to the feminine, and what's blocking is the fast movement, the masculine is saying, hey, ground yourself. Let's ground. Right? This is a little bit of grounding here. 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles for sure showing up twice. Let's get grounded. All right. Let's get grounded and let's connect. I feel like the feminine is on their way to doing that. The 8 of Cups, walking the path in a slower way. This fast energy here, I want to get clarity around this fast energy. Why is fast energy showing up? All this quick energy. Ten of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, Star, and the Chariot. Okay, so the feminine has come through some kind of toxic and awful situation. Some say that 10 of Swords could be the release of the divine masculine, no longer interested, or no longer, having to care about what's going on with the masculine. Just doing my own work, doing my own healing, taking care of myself, all of those things, no longer really invested in what the masculine is doing. Chariot, again, that's moving them forward quickly. Moving divine feminine forward quickly. So let's see here. This does feel to me that there is some kind of physical union imminent here. I feel like the feminine is getting a lot of messages in that regard. And it's like the release of attachment. The feminine has really released attachment to this connection coming together in a certain way. Like it has to look a certain way. I don't think the feminine's there anymore. I think the feminine's like, look, I'm just moving forward on my path. You can come along. It'd be great, but I'm really focused on my own spiritual path. The masculine is really learning now. And this is such beautiful energy here for the masculine. So in the extended, I will look at Cancer, Aquarius, Aries, Taurus, Libra, Sag, Virgo, Gemini. That's a lot. I will get some cards for all of those signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I will get some cards for all of those signs in the extended. And I will look at this Hidden Truth Oracle. Okay. All right. Link is below. If you want to continue on with me, if this is your twin flame reading, If you're part of our twin flame group, the rest of the reading keeps going right now.